Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. Today's snapshot is 15W49A. It's another bug fix snapshot with tons of interesting changes in. In fact, there have been a ridiculous amount of bugs fixed in this one, and I've gone through the list and picked out the ones that I think affect the game the most. And we're going to start off with a few that affect the behavior of mobs in general. So this is to do with their AI and stuff like that. So we're going to spawn a skeleton back here and a zombie in front of it, and it's a baby zombie, which might be a little bit of a problem, so let's get a bigger one as well. Then I'm going to go into survival, and of course the zombie's going to walk off and ruin my experiment, and he was supposed to hit the zombie in front of him. Okay, this looks promising. And there you go. So the skeleton tried to shoot me, shot the zombie in front of it, and now the zombie's attacking it. And this has been applied to a lot of mobs, because previously when they get attacked by another mob, they continue going after the player. So this supposedly affects zombies, zombie pigmen, ghasts, guardians, slimes, magma cubes, wither skeletons, spiders, cave spiders, silverfish, and endermites. So my game crashed. Yes, it is a snapshot. These things can happen. And also you can see that we've got a skeleton egg with 0. That's just another bug in the snapshot. So at the moment that was in the previous one as well. So this next thing that's changed, I'm actually really disappointed about. And this affects sugarcane, signs, and basically blocks that are blocks, but they don't have a hitbox. So you can sort of go inside them, because you could fool the AI into not seeing the player because they're inside what the AI perceives as blocks. And this one's been updated and changed, and let's sprint over here. So what I could previously do is go stand in this sugarcane, and then the creepers would lose sight of me and not be able to find me. They would literally just turn around and stop in their tracks as soon as you go into the sugarcane, which no longer happens, as you can see. Okay, we're going to do another little experiment now and summon in a skeleton that has a helmet on its head. Now, if you didn't know, skeletons will seek shelter from the sunlight because they take damage in the sunlight. However, their AI didn't factor in if they had a helmet on, they would be protected from it. So what we're going to do is replace that with some sand. So now he'll be able to pathfind towards us. And if we go into survival mode, we should see the skeleton walk outside. And it might not, because I did some testing earlier and this guy was doing some really weird stuff. But at the moment, it just seems... There we go, right. So now come after me. Yeah, this is what happened earlier. He just stands there and wiggles his arm like he wants to dance or something. What are you going to do now, guy? Are you going to be a buggy snapshot skeleton? Oh, now he's coming after me. Quick, let's leave. And yeah, something's wrong here. It's supposed to be fixed, but clearly he doesn't want to come outside. Okay, more things to mention. Yes, that is a snowman over there. Do you want to see his face? Look at that face. That has actually always been there, but the pumpkin has been situated on top of the snowman. So apparently this is like Pocket Edition. You summon in a snowman like normal, and then you can use shears to get the pumpkin back. I'm assuming because I'm in creative mode, it didn't actually drop it on the ground. And there you go, that's what the snowman actually looks like. As well as that, also thought I would mention that you can see doors now stack up to 64, which is an interesting and unusual change. You know, some items only stack to 16 and some to 64. I don't know exactly how they make up their mind on that one. The other one to mention is that I think it's the Glistering Melon has been rotated, so it's the same way as the melon. And I looked at this and I thought, do you know what, I would never have known. I don't even know which one was the other way around, but yes, they were not rotated the same way, and that has been fixed. There's also a new debug mode been added into the game. How you activate it, I'm not quite sure. And if you press F3 and Q, there doesn't appear to be anything new on the menu, or at least anything that brings up this new debug screen. So I'm going to put an image of it on the screen for you to see. There you go. It's crazy. I have no idea what it does. I really want to know how to activate that, but I just can't figure it out. And also when looking at that menu, I noticed that there's F3 and N, which cycles you between spectator mode and creative mode, which is incredibly useful actually, and I really like that one, so I'm glad that I found that. Fortunately, I just don't know how to activate that other debug screen. So there are more bug fixes, tweaks and changes. At the moment I have an infinity bow, and when we use this thing, as you know, you're not going to go through your arrows. All you need is one to use it. Now, of course, we're in creative mode. However, the fix that they've made applies to creative mode as well as survival. So we've got some tipped arrows here. This used to work with infinity, which I thought was really cool, and unfortunately that's now been fixed. However, it's been done in a way that affects creative mode as well. So you can see that we're using up the arrows, even though we have the infinity charm, and that, of course, affects survival as well. So over here we've got a command block to give us an effect, and this effect is not a new one. It is health boost, however it now has a unique item, as before it shared the same one as absorption. So a new little icon there, which is really cool. Now over here we've got some eggs for spawning rabbits and also ocelots, and in creative mode they're not going to run away from you, which is what they did previously, which could be a little bit annoying if you wanted to like tame some animals and do something with them in creative mode. You can see now they are not bothered by the player in the slightest. This next change isn't really a big deal, but it's just one of those subtle things that I wanted to point out. When you're growing your crops like this, they used to just have a single hitbox, and you can see now that they will have a different hitbox as they get bigger, which is just a tiny little change, and that's applied to all crops in the game as well. Next up, you can place flower plots on top of pistons, and yes, I said plots, it's pot. And it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but I thought I'd mention it. Yep, you can now put them on there, and it doesn't duplicate when you use a piston or anything like that. And last of all, trap chests. They have now been moved into the redstone inventory. And that is it from me, this Minecraft Snapshot video. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like, and I'd like to also let you know that I'm going to be live streaming this evening, so it's quite likely when you're watching this video I might be live playing on the Hermitcraft Amplified server. So there'll be a link to my Twitch channel in the description box down below. You can also find a link down there to the Christmas Advent Calendar, which I'm doing with Mumbo, so every day this Christmas, or leading up to Christmas, we're going to be having a bite-sized redstone video on the channel. So I'll put a link to the first one in the description box down below, and I'm going to stop waffling on and let you go about your business. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.